Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is going to be my review of The Boys Cinematic Universe so far. And the reason I say so far is because even after the main show ends in season 5, we're not done yet. And I just finished the season 4 finale like 15 minutes ago. So, I'm gonna try. This is gonna be a bit of a longer video, but I'm gonna try to cram in all my thoughts about the Boys main series every season that we've gotten so far, and the animated show and Gen V. So we're gonna do this in order, all right? So let's do this. Um, so if you guys don't know the premise of the premise of the Boys is, what if the superheroes were a bunch of were revered and heavily liked, but they were working for an evil corporation, and most of the superheroes were mentally deranged. That's what the Boys is. The Boys focuses on the boys. So you got Billy Butcher played by Carl Urban. You got Monaco played by Catherine Mark Makimar. I mean not Catherine Catherine Fukuhara. You got Annie January, aka Starlight, played by um, Aaron Maniardi. Um, and you got Huey, played by Jack Quaid. You got Milkman, who I don't know the actor, but he's great as well. And you got Frenchie, who I also don't know the actor, but he's great as well. So these 6 people, right, are trying to stop Homelander and the Seven, who are like, if the Justice League was evil. That's basically what they are, right? But Homelander is really damaged. Let's just put it that way, because when he was a kid, he wasn't really raised with morals and stuff. He was raised like a lab experiment. So they, in season 4, they have an episode where he's going back to the place where he was raised, and you find out that they would put him in like an oven and 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 turn it all the way up and see how unbreakable he was. And then Homelander's weakness, I guess, is he wants people to love him, right? So Homelander, throughout the seasons, you start to see Homelander get crazy and crazy and crazy. Oh, Homelander's played by Anthony Starr. Yeah, bro, we'll talk about him playing Homelander in a minute, because I think he should win Emmys for this season, bro. Emmys. And if there was the TV Oscar, he should win that too. But yeah, so what happens throughout the seasons is um, Homelander gets. Oh, and if I forgot to say it, Billy Butcher is played by Kyle Urban. So Homelander gets crazier and crazier, right? And then the boys, especially Butcher, gets crazier and crazier with more things that they do, right? And Gen V, for example, you gotta watch it in order. So you gotta watch season 1, 2, 3, and then if you want to watch the animated show, that's not like that's in its own, like that doesn't really matter to the whole plot of the universe, but Gen V does. So you gotta watch 1, 2, 3, and then Gen V season 1. Um, because characters show up in season 4 from Gen V, and like the main plot that they use, I mean, the main plot device that they think they can use to defeat Homelander is developed in Gen V. So, at the end of the show, it gets really crazy, bro. Homelander basically becomes like the president, right? Because the person that Homelander or Sage, Silver Sage, put in office is basically Homelander's servant. So he does whatever Homelander says, and then throughout the show, like there's a lot of humor. There's a lot of satire about. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this show that reflects our world right now, and yeah, like it's a really great show. Really great show. If you like great TV, I'm not just talking about superhero stuff. If you like great TV, you will love this show. Like, it's incredible, y'all. So at the end of, and then in season 3, probably my favorite character that this show has ever done so far. I like Homelander a lot. Well, I like Butcher a lot. I like all the characters a lot. The thing about why I think Anthony Starr should win an Emmy is because Homelander's like a psychopath, right? But they still make you feel sympathetic for him. Like, he does terrible, 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 terrible things, but they still make you feel sympathetic for him. And why I think he should win an Emmy, episode 4 is him going back to the lab. Just watch that episode and you will see why I think he should win an Emmy. So, yeah. And, so my favorite character that this show has ever done is probably Soldier Boy, played by Jensen Ackles. You guys know by now I am a massive Jensen Ackles fan, right? I've been following him since Supernatural. That's the dude I want to play DCU Batman for James Gunn, right? But in this one, he plays like a super douchey version of Captain America, so in The Boys, right, all the superheroes besides Starlight, aka Annie January, and Monica are evil, right? Besides those two, and maybe Ryan. We'll get to Ryan in a bit, because Ryan, the whole plot of the last 2 seasons, so 4 and 5. Well, my opinion of it has changed. I think it's gonna be saving Butcher, but the whole plot of season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4 is find a way to defeat Homelander and save Ryan, who's Butcher's ex-wife, who he still loves. She ends up getting killed off accidentally by Ryan, and then she makes Butcher promise her that she'll save Ryan and take care of Ryan, right? So at the end of the season 4, Ryan basically, because Homelander's Ryan's dad, so he basically gets talked to by Grace, who's like Butcher's like old CIA boss, and Butcher, and they're trying to convince him to stop his father, right? And he ends up accidentally taking out Grace, like killing off Grace, and then Butcher loses it. And throughout the show, like, Butcher took not Gen V, he took Compound V, which is basically the drug that gives people powers in this universe, right? And throughout the show, you have Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing like his devil on his shoulder. Or not throughout the show, throughout the last season. So season 4, you have Jeffrey Dean Morgan playing the devil on his shoulder, right? So like he's like, you could do it the more human way, but you also could do it the sadistic way, right? And at the end of the show, because he feels like he has no other option, he lets Joe, who is Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character, take control, and he basically gets Venom powers. So like he kills the person that the boys are trying to help because she can help them stop Homelander, and then Homelander gets in power basically, and sends his whole superhero thing off of the after the boys, and you get the characters from Gen V that are evil, so Kate and Sam, going after Monaco and Frenchie, and you get a bunch of heroes going after Starlight and Huey, who are in a relationship, and Frenchie and Monaco are in a relationship. You get Butcher. I don't know what Butcher's doing, but he has a plan. And then you get you get a lot of stuff happens in this universe, and if I really wanted to, like, if I covered everything, y'all, it would be an hour long video, and so yeah. And season 5 is the last season of a main show, but we're getting Gen V season 2. We're getting a spin-off called The Boys Mexico. We're probably getting more spin-offs because this is like Amazon Prime's, like, this and Reacher are like its biggest shows. So yeah. Those are my thoughts on the Boys cinematic universe so far. If you guys have seen anything from the Boys, the cinematic universe, that's out right now, please leave your thoughts in the comments. If y'all like this type of content, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you for all your support, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.